It worked. Here it goes. Hey, I think we're live. All right. What's up, Scrubs? Jesus Christ, see? Fucking up. It's been a while. What's up, Scrub Squad? It's Elgato. It's been way too long, so, I had to bring the rest of the whole crew along. You guys want to say what's up?
What up, everybody? This is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Don't be shy, Nigel. Chef.
I mean, I was just trying to let everyone talk, so we're not.
Yeah, I was
talking
trying to
at the
let people
same
talk
time.
before I
But
do
What was that? I was like, who's gonna go first? And I was like, all right, I'll go first, I guess.
See, we got to work the kinks out early. and
Oh,
we'll
what
get it
up? What
rolling.
up? It's King Savage over here. Titans holding it down.
And then
What up? This is Chef. The Broncos over here.
So, I'm the lone NFC representative in the SquadCast today, but we're going to make it work. I think today we're going to talk about pretenders, contenders, some teams that, we feel may have their division in the bag already, or maybe a couple teams that might sneak up on some people late to take a wild card or playoff berth. Anything else you guys want to talk about today?
Probably just look at surprising performances throughout the season. Like who's doing top end performances right now,
Shout out
midway through
Lip.
the season. Lip, yeah, owners and player wise, I think that'd be cool.
There's a lot of action to recap. We're going into week 8 right now, but we obviously can't go over everything. Los reminded me of that. We can't have a 2-hour show here, but there are a few games leading up to the point we're at right now that the ripple effect from these victories will be felt going all the way to week 16, 17, as these teams fight for playoff spots. Now, a couple that come to mind, I know the Jets won a couple games pretty early. That was a team that we were looking. Oz had left. We had a new user coming in. We were really wondering if the talent on that team would be able to transcend into another winning campaign. I think they had 12 wins their first season, led by Teddy Bridgewater. But that's just one team. You guys got anything else? I'm going to look up some specific games while we talk about it.
Another team that the Browns, after what they won one game last year, now they're 3-3. They look like they're starting to figure out what they're doing out there.
Yeah, they've already tripled their production.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen the Browns. He's been doing this. He's been figuring it out a little bit. I know he got a win against Gatto over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pretty shots fired. I think one of my biggest teams that I've noticed holding it down has been a consistent user, but he always hasn't had the luck or hasn't put it all together. Is Lip, man, holding it down for the Lions. I know he wanted to move away from the team. It's pretty sad that couldn't achieve some off, but it seems like he was all up and came through strong, and he said 6-1. I know that tie kind of sucks. I got a sim tie, but hey, he's still holding it down, man. One of the top teams in the league right now with 6 wins, 1 loss. It's pretty amazing.
Solid week 2 win against Jamie for Lip too, 28-22.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Lip's been holding it down. I've seen the thing that he's most upset about is his losing his star rookie running back. What's his name? I know he changed his name, so let's try to. What's his name? Let's see. Thaddeus McDoobie. There we go. Got another 6 weeks. But yeah, he was looking like a beast in the beginning. I know I had a couple of highlights in him when I created that highlight reel in the beginning.
Man, wasn't
Yeah, that guy
against
was
the
looking like a beast
Niners, he
until
hit
he
a
got lit up.
spin move right up the gut. It was like a 40, 50-yard touchdown. Is that? I don't know. I remember seeing a highlight, and it was nasty. McDoobie.
Yeah,
Let's see. The Dolphins, that's another team that, they're not on everyone's radar right now, but they're doing way better than they were last season. Same story as Cleveland. I believe they have 3 wins. They only had 1 last season. What about the Seahawks? He's still MIA for a little while. I think he should be back soon. I'm not sure when Iceman Tron will be back.
Rams is doing well this season.
Yep, Unease Phoenix.
Rams
Yep.
is one of those good users that's been doing good. Yeah, he's 5-1 right now. I think
He beat me.
I think he's been consistent, always top of his division since he's been in the league.
Yeah, Rams is one of those users that's always, you're always gonna have a tough game on your hands. And if you don't bring it, you're gonna catch the L. So.
Well, I'm looking at week 2. The Cowboys beat the Giants 27-3. That's a big divisional win right there. What else do we have pop up on here?
What's crazy that you bring that up is that division. It's you would think that after that win, Cowboys had it in hand, but Giants actually came back. I forget which week it was. Came back and smacked the Cowboys. 30-46, week 4. Came back and smacked the Cowboys. Got his revenge back and got one of those division wins back. So that should be interesting between those two teams. And even in that division, the Redskins, I believe they're sitting, they're 4-2 or 5-1. So that division is, going to be close between those 3 users.
Yeah, I'm trying to go through these weeks and find a trend, and I mean, outside of a few users, these scores are really up and down, back and forth. Not a lot of consistency across the board, and I know there's a lot of variables for those reasons, but just makes you, I don't know, I think this is a good segue to start talking about who do we think these pretenders and contenders are for these divisions. So let's just hop into that, and I think that'll help us talk about some of the past action that's gone down. You guys want to start NFC or AFC?
Start AFC.
Just
start down the list.
All right.
AFC North first.
All right. Well, let's take a peek here. We got 2 teams at 4-3. You got the Browns at 3-3, and then Spectre with the Bengals at 3-4. Now, we're gonna have a new head in Baltimore. We got a new Steelers user. We know the Browns is a veteran guy with us. He may have some issues coming up as far as being able to play, so that'll be interesting. And then Spectre, he's a new user, but new user with 3 wins. There were teams last year that couldn't claim that. So
yeah,
he's making improvements.
That division's gonna be close. I can see every team. Maybe the Bengals not coming out of the division yet. He's still trying to pick up the game and figure out what he's trying to build towards. But yeah, the Browns probably have the worst team out of those 2 other teams or 3 other teams. But his team is developing. They're young. They got all the pieces. He's drafting good players. He's figuring out the game. He's gonna.
Despite their loss to
winning that
Oakland,
division, maybe.
Jacoby Glass had his best game during his rookie campaign so far. That was a game that the Cleveland Browns probably could have won as much as the Raiders won it. I kind of feel like the Browns gave it away. It was right there for them. I watched the whole game.
Yeah, I was anxious to see how that quarterback was going to play in Cleveland this year. Seeing how Cleveland kind of felt like they made the wrong pick of quarterback after the draft, but it seems like it's panning out for them. So
everything happens for a reason, it seems like. So
right
now, the Steelers are just
I
poised.
can easily see the Browns taking that division, in my opinion.
I'm real interested to see.
I can see the Browns pop up too. Make a nice last couple week run. Take the surprise.
Well, they have their shot against the Steelers towards the end of the season. Now the Ravens, if we can get that team a new user in time, it could be interesting. But I think it's going to come down between the Steelers and the Browns, like you guys think. So between the 2 teams, are we going to call the Browns more so the contender and the Steelers the pretender in a weird turn of events?
Well, it's weird because the Steelers user, he's brand new, so we don't really know too much about him yet. We do know the Browns user. I know that the Steelers beat the Chiefs, and the Chiefs smacked Mr. Carlos over here. So
No comment.
no comment. Yeah, that's a tough one. I have to lean more towards the Browns since I know him. So I'd say he's the best contender.
This is close to a push, but I'm gonna have to go Browns with you on this one as well. I mean, what's their division wins? I mean, they're all 1-1 in their division right now, so totally up for grabs. Safe to say we're on to the next division then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one
And
hits
just and
home.
one little small note on that, you got to remember that the Browns are going to receive another division win due to division win on some faulty, areas against the Steelers. So he does have another division win coming down the road.
All right, so let's move on down to the South.
AFC South, the
AFC
worst division in the league.
Oh, the best. This is by far the best division in our league.
Now, let's not talk about you two yet. Let's talk about what's going on in Indianapolis.
Oh,
The team's
no.
the team's
What's going on
2-5.
in Indianapolis?
What's going on in Indianapolis? I mean, you guys see this team frequently. I know there's been a revolving door of users. But what's the mainstay problem for Indianapolis right now?
I say it's the talent level. They don't have their roster. They don't have. If you look at their roster, they don't have really great young players to develop for the future. I know this year they drafted players after losing pretty much all their games last year. Yeah, the only Malik Hooker is their only young defender that looks like he's promising. Other than that, the two new guys that he drafted, I know he got a steal in the second round, 81 overall end or something like that. Joseph Bernhard.
They also have
Yeah,
a underrated corner that Quincy Wilson, I believe, has tremendous skill. Could be a quarterback of the future for that team.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason I see. There's a lot of holes on that roster.
Yeah.
They need the roster gap between the other three teams in the division is probably too big to overcome right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that mixed with having new users and them trying to get familiar with the team. It's probably the downfall of that team as of right now.
Now, this is a team. Let's talk about flesh and blood real quick for you, Los. This is a team that went 10-6 last season and missed the playoffs, while teams in the NFC had lesser records. I mean, obviously they've made it in different conferences and whatnot, but I mean they had to be sitting on the outside feeling salty as fuck. How do you think he's going about this season? What is going to separate him this season and to make it over that hump? Is there a way that you can get 3 teams out of this division into the playoffs?
I think we can get 3 teams out of this division. I know Juan. He just acquired a middle linebacker. He acquired Jarrell Freeman, one of those veteran linebackers, to help him out in the middle. He's a little bit older, but he has those smarts with the 90 awareness and 88 play rec.
He's not going to be out of spot.
He's trying to get some veteran. Yeah, he's trying to get those veteran players to help him out. I know he got 2 really young corners. He drafted 2 really young stars at the end of the draft. The underrated corners over here.
Okay.
85 and 86 man. But yeah, he's developing his team. I know Deshaun Watson. I don't know if for the users that were here, they read the end of the season breakdown. Deshaun Watson missed 12 games last year for him, so that he didn't really get to use him or develop him that well. And now Deshaun Watson's healthy this year. What is he? 5-1, I believe.
My main
He's
concern
4-2.
My main concern for the Texans is this championship window closing for this team because of the age overall of the defensive unit? I mean, how long can J.J. Watt stay J.J.